Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this video. This is a full review of the Polar Series. Now, I reviewed this product a few years ago now, and the video has earned over 100,000 views. So if you watched that video, thank you very much. But it's been a couple of years since I reviewed Polar Series, and I thought it's worth revisiting. It's 2024 now. Is it still a relevant product? Is it still as good as it was back then? Well, to test it, BMW 5 Series, once again, only this time it's summer, it's not winter, and I haven't washed this car since December 2023, which was 6 months ago. So it's wearing quite a few layers of dirt and grime and salt. And I know it doesn't look like it, but genuinely, this car is filthy. Let me show you. Here, look, you see this? Not good. So, what I'm going to do is test the Polar Series. Now, the Polar Series comes in a couple of different varieties. You get the Polar Blast, the Polar Wash, and the Polar Seal. You can either buy that as individual bottles, or you can buy like a mini kit. You also get the Polar Blaster. We're going to be testing that. And we're going to test a few new products as well. I've got a Autoglym Bucket and Grit Guard. We've got the new Autoglym Washmit, and a new product, their advanced wheel cleaner. Now, spoiler alert, I've done a separate video on this. You can watch that up here now, but if you don't want to and you want the headline, it's an amazing product and it will clean these wheels in minutes. I'll show you that in this video in a few minutes time. We're going to start with the wheels because in the last video, everyone told me off for washing the wheels last. They are the dirtiest parts of the car, so let's get on with cleaning it. In the original review of Polar Series, all of you complained about the fact that I washed the wheels last. I'm going to wash them first, and Autoglym, as if they knew, have brought out a new product. It's the advanced wheel cleaner. You can get it in a big 2.5 litre bottle like that, or one of the traditional squeegee bottles. If you do get the big bottle, then you're going to need one of these, which is the Easy Sprayer. I'll be honest, it's worth going for the Easy Sprayer. I'll show you why. So just pop the product straight in there. It's got quite a, I said in the review, quite a sulphuric, sort of eggy smell to it. And this product is amazing, okay? To use it, pump up, dry wheel, make sure it's nice and cool, and just spray it on. And that's it. Leave it for 3 to 4 minutes. Spray it off. Watch the results on this. Now, while the wheel cleaner works, I'm going to start mixing up the first of the Polar Series, which is the Polar Blast. Like the advanced wheel cleaner, you apply it to a dry car. The first step of it is to go onto the paintwork and start to release some of the dirt that is clinging to the paint. Now, as you can see, well, you probably can't see from there, but there is a lot of dirt on this car. There's bird muck, there's droppings, there's sap, there's all sorts on this car. So by applying that product first, it effectively starts to loosen that off. You then jet wash all of that off before you put on the Polar Wash, which is then where you use a wash mitt. By doing that, you stop swirling all of that dirt and gunk around all over your paintwork, which reduces swirl marks. Little top tip. If you fill a bucket with water, it stops you running back and forth to the tap. It's also worth pointing out that Autoglym had a batch of these bottles where the thread didn't connect very well with the top. So when you got it tight, it will basically click and then go back loose again. If you contact Autoglym, though, we'll send you a new bottle completely free of charge. So just ask for basically some evidence, a little video to show it is affected. But top work from Autoglym, top great service there. Okay, that should be enough time. Let's rinse it off. Watch this. I mean, can you believe how clean that is? One product on, just spray it off. Clean hand, okay? Look at that. What a fantastic product. Advanced wheel cleaner, 100% recommend, and you can get 20% off that and all of Autoglym's retail products. Use the code OurTim20 on the Autoglym website, 20% off all retail products. Winner. Isn't that amazing? Wheels are clean. Next step, we're going to start washing the body of the car. Polar Blast. There you go, you can see nice thick covering on there. I'll get some close-ups so you can actually see it starting to work. This is the same blaster that I had in the original video, so I've been using this now for about 2 years. Same thoughts as the original, to be fair. The bottle has a lovely wide opening, so you're not messing around trying to get stuff in there, trying to spill it. And also, when it's weighted with all of that product in there, it keeps itself nice and flat. It keeps itself level as you go around, so you don't end up with product, you know, not coming out and no water coming out. Overall, Polar Blaster, I think, is a fantastic product. Now, if you end up with product left in here, if you get another bottle, you can put that remainder in, and then next time you wash your car, you've got some ready mix. There you go. Less waste, saving the money. Top tips. While that cures, if you want to use a term, I'm going to rinse this out and get the wash ready to go, and then when I rinse it off I can get the Polar Wash on nice and quick. The wash is ready to go, and this, you can tell when it's about ready because it starts to break away. Now it's a really hot day as well today, it's not ideal to be washing the car, but needs must. When it starts to peel away like this, that's when it's ready to start to be washed off. Right, so that's the Polar Blast off. It's done a pretty good job, to be fair, but we're going to carry on. Next step is Polar Wash. Okay, that's the Polar Wash on. Now what I'm going to use to wash it down, Autoglym's Polar Mitt, which is, it's a bit, got a, almost like a finger sewn in between it. It's into two pieces across there. It's got like a foam inner as well, so there's a bit of structure to it. Looks very nice with the white and the purple there. And I'm using an Autoglym bucket with a grit guard. I'm only using one bucket. I know you're going to hate me, it should be 2 buckets, but I'm not charging the mitt in between, so I'm only using this as a washout bucket. I am slightly out of breath because I'm working fast. It's very hot today, as you can probably tell from the sweat on my brow. Usually I wouldn't work this fast, but now, final stage, we're going to rinse everything off, put on some Polar Seal, dry it off, job done. Keen-eyed amongst you will notice that some of it is already beading. That's because I've used Polar Series the last time I washed the car. Down the side of the car you can see that it's not beading quite as much, which makes sense because that's where the majority of the water, the salt, all the rubbish that makes your car dirty ends up going. Whereas on the roof, where it gets less dirt on it over time, that is still beading lovely. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to apply a new treatment of Polar Seal, which is easy as this. That's it. Polar Seal's on, car's sealed. As you can see, it's beading already. Last step before you dry it is to rinse off any of the excess. Also, it's worth pointing out, try not to spray directly onto your windscreen. Autoglym advise you not to do that. It's okay if a little bit gets on, inevitably someone's going to run off the roof, but try not to spray it direct onto your windscreen. Now you can see that that's already starting to bead off, which means it's really easy to dry. And no, I'm not going to use my blade that I used last time. I got killed in the comments for that. But just to really show how much it does bead, I'm going to fan some water over now, which will make it harder for me to dry, but on camera it'll look wicked. So here we go. Now to dry it, using one of these lovely thick towels. It's amazing how much these absorb. Look, watch this. Ready? Done. there we are, all done. Now genuinely that whole process probably took me, even with me pausing, talking to camera and doing bits and pieces, about 30 minutes, if that. Thing I love about Polar Series is it, one, it works, and two, it saves you so much time. And with the advanced wheel cleaner now, you genuinely can get a properly clean car in 20 odd minutes, which is great in the middle of summer when it's too hot, and great in the middle of winter when it's too cold. So, Polar Series 2024, is it still worth it? Simple answer, yes. It's why I continue to buy it, and I want to make it very clear. This video was not endorsed, affiliated, linked with, or in any way connected with Autoglym. I went and bought these products, as you would, from a shop, and have just done another review on them because, well, it's been nearly 3 years since my first one. I thought it worthwhile revisiting it and let you know that Autoglym's Polar Series is still a great product, and that new advanced wheel cleaner makes it all the better. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below. Also, make sure you check out the original video. If you wondered what happened to my old 525, by the way, someone wrote it off. I'm heartbroken, so now I've got a 530 winning. If you haven't seen the original video, please do check it out because that car was properly filthy. It was much dirtier than this one. I've now done 2 tests with Polar Series, one in the winter, one in the summer. Both times, fantastic result. So all that's left to say is thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, can I ask a favour? Underneath you'll find a thumbs up. Hit that, and that really helps this channel grow. It works with the YouTube algorithm and helps YouTube put this video in front of more people just like you. So if you have enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up, and if you really enjoyed it, think about hitting that subscribe button. You'll get a new video from me pretty much every week based around cars, bikes, trucks and tanks. Usually they're from events, car shows, bike shows, tank shows and truck shows, but I do a lot of stuff around my own cars and doing product reviews and generally giving hints and tips so you can enjoy your cars as much as possible. Also have to say thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. I'm going to cool me off now, same way. Oh, 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 oh. Hot water is cold. Oh, I feel better now. Oh.